Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to December. The new moon will affect Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Risings most from 5 to 14 degrees and happens overlapping November 30th and the 1st of December. It happens at 9 degrees of Sagittarius, which is pretty significant since the 9th degree represents Sagittarius as well as the 9th house. This is happening in your 8th house where we have the Sun, Moon, and Mercury, bringing a strong focus as the month opens. Right now in this hidden house of transformation, death and rebirth, sex, taxes, shared money, inherited money, chunky money that you don't earn, loans, trauma, occult matters, tarot, astrology. There could be a highlighting of all of these topics or light being shown on them, so to speak, with the sun here illuminating the shadows and the cobwebs of the basement of our soul. Deception, problems within a relationship can show up here or being discussed now if you're having any with an intimate partner. This is not only the me-we axis, the second, 8th house, but it's the me-we axis in a very deep, tangible, bonded way. Also financial way. It's the second house, the house that you rule, is the opposite end of this 8th and represents like banking and property. And the second house as well is a very sensual house and also one of immediate family. So this could definitely be having something to do with an intimate partner at this time. Jupiter is sitting here opposite this new moon and has been trying to help you build your self-worth, your bank account, help you be less dependent on a partner's resources emotionally and financially since May, and will remain here until next June. Both the moon and Jupiter are receiving a square from Saturn in your 11th house of fun, friends, social events. The 11th house is also like very big money, as in like lottery wins or windfalls. It's a house of Aquarius, so it's like, science, technology, the internet, large groups of people, humanitarian groups, etc. The 2nd and 8th and 11th are all kind of highlighted right now. Maybe there's like a limit or a block around your dreams. The 11th house represents our biggest dreams, our biggest goals that we want to achieve. Or there's a block around like friend groups, being able to go out and socialize and have fun. Or maybe a group investment isn't panning out and it's also affecting shared resources and increasing your debts and problems with a partner. Or you don't have enough money to fund some dream in that 11th house where Saturn is sitting, and it could be like for a film project, an internet project, a charitable endeavor, science, patents, etc. You could be going through a hard time or separation in a relationship between friends as well as your serious partner is another thing that could be happening now. Maybe your friend and partners don't get along. Maybe something comes to light in that 8th house in your new beginning, maybe without this person, and a separating of resources can be happening, having you become more like independent. Another thing is contracts or loans you thought about taking out, maybe even for business or a home business or home projects or property investments, are being blocked or stifled from some new beginning you're trying to make with Mercury, the Sun, and the Moon over here in the 8th. Mars in Leo from your 4th house is trying to help this moon as it makes a trine beaming up from home, family, property, feminine energy over to this new moon and sun in the 8th. So you could be receiving help from a mother type in the form of, it could be money, it could be emotional support, words of wisdom, some important female in the home. With Mars and Leo could also be like a father, male figure, important male in the home. Maybe they're providing resources if this is a financial issue that you're encountering, or again, like lending emotional support or a place to stay if you're in the middle of dividing assets and going your own way. You could be sticking up for yourself with a partner with this aspect, especially if you're usually more lax or peaceful or laid back with your boundaries. You're finding your ability to set boundaries, and probably energetically so with Mars in the 4th. Just watch your anger as Mars does inflame and aggravate, especially now that he will be going retrograde by the 6th. Maybe your new beginning has to do with you standing on your own 2 feet and asserting yourself more, which may be something that your partner's not quite used to. Alternatively, if you are healing something within a relationship, if matters have been swept under the rug, this Mars, trine, Moon, and Sun can see the both of you healing things in an intimate way, since the 8th house is a house of sex, death, and rebirth and transformation, and the relationship may be looking a little bit different by the time of the full moon in Taurus in June. Maybe this push-pull dynamic and immense energy you're feeling between, your 10th house of career, your 4th house of home, Pluto-Mars opposition has left a partner out in the cold a bit because your focus has been there, and you can use this Mars trining moon, to smooth things over. On the 6th, Mars will officially start retrograding in Leo at 6 degrees, affecting you most from 1 to 11 degrees, Sun, Moon, or Rising Taurus. And we have that Pluto-Aquarius opposition in place that I talked about for November's forecast. That opposition is going to be on and off until April, and you can go back and listen to the time-stamped November astrology for the opposition. I'll link it down below. What I like for you is the Pluto-Venus conjunction. Venus is your ruler, which is a whole new energy now that Pluto will stay in Aquarius for the next 20 years. This conjunction last happened in 1778, so you can see how kind of big this can be. It happens on the 7th and will be felt all the way through to the 13th. This is a strong focus on your 10th house of career, status, fame, legacy. If you're a late degree Taurus around 25 degrees and up, you'll be affected most, as this will be trining your first house, but no worries, as all degrees will experience this at some point over the years to come, and you can start preparing now for this very powerful conjunction. You know what? I just realized I might have made a mistake about that conjunction. As in, you would be affected most if you have placements 0 to 5 degrees Aquarius, or if you're 0 to 5 degrees Taurus. It doesn't matter anyway. At some point over the years, you can start preparing now for this powerful conjunction, as Pluto is here to stay, and Venus will go back into Aquarius several times over the next 20 years. This could mean powerful recognition or fame or ability to heal or empower others through some kind of artistic medium. Like, say, you've experienced things that you can share with the larger stage, maybe through a book or podcast or via like an ebook, especially with Pluto having left your 9th house of publishing, long distance travel, epiphanies, higher minds, spirituality, religious teachings. This is also like law school, medical school, doctors, lawyers, legal contracts. You could be taking the knowledge and transformation you've had on that 9th house while Pluto was there for so long, and could be becoming known over the years to come for something that you're teaching. Travel experience, maybe you're starting spiritual practice or teachings. Venus is your ruler and is in the 10th with Pluto. Your sex appeal in the public eye could be through the roof with this aspect. Just be careful of people becoming obsessed and magnetized to you. Sometimes that aspect can be, and I have to mention, you have to be careful because Venus, Pluto, it's a very powerful, intense magnetic conjunction, and you can draw in, maybe people who aren't quite healthy. But anyway, this will be, this could be gaining you like recognition. A lucrative, high-paying career can come in for you that is transformative in nature and would be unlike any job you've worked before. It could come as a surprise or in some shocking way, since Uranus rules your 10th and is in your first house, and your first is in a trine with this aspect from 25 degrees and up. This can bring a powerful, intense, passionate relationship into your life via a career avenue or a strong desire for success and recognition in your career. I just wanted to check on my degrees. So 25 degrees and up, and then also like 0 to 5 degrees. I was just looking at either side of this conjunction. So I was right when I was talking about it a little bit before. If you have Taurus placements 25 degrees and up, you will definitely feel this. On the 15th, the full moon in Gemini at 23 degrees affects you most if you are Sun, Moon, or Rising Taurus from 18 to 28 degrees, or have Gemini or Sagittarius placements at those degrees. Mercury also goes direct on this day in Sagittarius. The full moon can show completions in your second house, and here's the list, write it down, of immediate family, property, material, tangible things, what we value. You rule luxury goods. These fall under the second house, which is your natural domain. Your face, your mouth, throat, farmland, cows, self-worth, self-esteem, bank accounts, being independent versus codependent. There's that 2nd and 8th house axis again. Being able to rely on your own skills to make money and feel secure in the world through the things that we possess. It's a house that you naturally rule, so you're already probably familiar with these topics, Taurus, for sure. Jupiter is here in this house until next June and is in a loose conjunction with this moon, and Venus in Aquarius is trining over to Jupiter from the 10th house over to the 2nd. There is that theme again of building or expanding resources, maybe through that 10th house of career, in new ways that can increase your self-esteem and release you from the codependency on a partner that we talked about earlier with that new moon happening earlier in the month. It's a time for taking care of yourself, realizing what makes you feel comfortable and secure. It could be that you have realizations around these issues of power and sharing in an intimate partnership and what you need to feel balanced and empowered. Going forward, we're going to jump ahead to December 30th, the new moon in Capricorn at 9 degrees in the 9th luck house. This could be new beginnings unfolding now and over the next 6 months, showing results or culmination around authority figures due to this being in Capricorn in 9th house areas, such as like religious studies, churches, long distance travel, publishing, legal contracts, higher education courses, the courts, legal settlements as well. Also, in-laws and grandchildren are covered here, and just good luck because the 9th house is a lucky house. And this is also, these are just some of the topics that I wanted to tell you about, and it is receiving a sextile of support from Saturn in your 11th. Again, these are two lucky houses, the 9th and the 11th. I really love this for you, Taurus, and this also trines you. The 11th lucky house is large networks, friends, social groups, social events, humanitarian groups, the internet, lottery wins and windfalls. Whatever you begin on in that 9th house area has major support from friends, maybe a group you're associated with is lucky for you or will provide you with an opportunity to travel, investment opportunities. You can start some course of study or have a journey or travel that connects you to new groups of people. And this can happen now and unfold over the next 6 months. So pay attention to offers for travel, ways to expand your knowledge, maybe via online courses. That would be a way that we gain knowledge that expands our mind via like the internet. You could be learning astrology, joining an astrology forum that lends support to expanding or changing your belief system somehow. Saturn rules your 9th, but is in the 11th, giving this new moon extra strength, stability, and support. Last, this could be a person in authority and in an authority position from the 11th, helping you achieve those 9th house goals. Like, say you have a dream or a goal to write a book, and or to put your knowledge together about astrology into a book form, and an authority figure or agent can appear through a friend or from connections to groups that you're a part of, like LinkedIn or Facebook or something along those lines. All in all, this moon is only receiving a positive aspect, which I love, and it trines you anywhere, feeling it the most from 5 to 13 degrees, sun, moon, or rising Taurus, and this is a great way to finish December and going into the new year. Take care, Taurus, and we'll see you in January.